Ice cold, Big Red here at Belmont Park. Sunday afternoon, blustery, chilly. Fall is in the air. In fact, it feels like opening day here on the inner track. I need a haircut. Richard Migliore looking dapper and sleek as always. Glad you're with us. The Mig, Jason Lewitt alongside. It's our second to last Sunday show here at Belmont.
I'm going to Saratoga Tuesday to get a haircut, and you look pretty sharp there with the overcoat. I'm going a little bit cool and breezy here, but we got a hot show.
Indeed, we do have a hot show. That is usually the case here, the fastest 30 minutes in all thoroughbred racing, and we begin on kind of a bummer of a note where Beholder, it was only announced a couple of hours ago, she will not be running in her third consecutive Breeders' Cup. Obviously would have been the favorite in the BC Distaff. It sounds like she's got a slight temperature. You feel bad.
Yeah, it's too bad. I mean, she just got back on track with this win here in the Zenyatta. You had to think she'd probably improve off of that, but she was going to have her hands full with closed hatches regardless. I think closed hatches didn't like the track last time. I think she's going to run her A race out in California, but it definitely tarnishes the Breeders' Cup Distaff a bit.
Well, I think conventional wisdom says the role for favoritism will be between closed hatches and the 3-year-old filly Untappable, who had a breeze earlier today out at Churchill Downs. Now, speaking of closed hatches, she was one of just an army of Breeders' Cup bound horses stretching their legs with time workouts this morning at Belmont Park. Just a huge, big contingent breeze. Todd Pletcher, Bill Mott, Chad Brown, Christophe Comont. We've got 4 pages of top-class horses bound for Breeders' Cup 31, and we'll take a look beginning with the first slate, which is Tonalist, the Gold Cup and Belmont winner, working 5/8 along with Cigar Street. They did not obviously breeze in company. Both these horses going out to the Classic.
Yeah, Tonalist, you know he's dead fit. Your Belmont Stakes winner, your Jockey Cup Gold Cup winner, and that's a good work for him. He generally tends to work between a minute and 1:01 and change. You gotta like seeing that. Cigar Street a little bit faster, but time doesn't always tell the tale with the morning workouts. Cigar Street, obviously a horse that's now getting kind of back on track and putting a couple races
and
together.
A Classic win, I think, makes Tonalist the horse of the year. Close hatches, there you go, a half and 48-4, along with the Champagne winner Daredevil and Better Lucky, who's a Grade 1 winner for Godolphin.
Yeah, and essentially these are just maintenance workouts. Most of their heavy lifting's been done already. They're just trying to keep them where they are, get them to Santa Anita, I should say, in good order. You don't want to get fancy at this point.
All right, let's move it along. Leah Giamardi breezing both Wonder Gal. We sent in the breeze for her multiple Grade 1 winning Sweet Reason, who was bound for the BC Filly and Mare Sprint. Is that a good spot?
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that, Sweet Reason, because there was question whether she might make it. She had that ulcerated eye. They had to treat it. She lost a little bit of training. The eye's not the issue now. It was that loss of training, but it looks like she's on track, and I'm glad she's going to make it there. It spices up that Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint.
And Mr. Chad Brown, half mile on the inner turf, 103 flat. Lady Eli, the unbeaten 2-year-old filly by Divine Park, who's likely going to be favored in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf, and Stephanie's Kitten, who actually flipped off her rider after going 5/8.
Yeah, well, and you'll see that the turf works are a bit slower than the dirt works, but they work around the dogs. They're way out past the middle of the course. They're trying to save the inner part of the course for the racing, so the works are never going to be as fast on the turf when they have the dogs out. And from what I understand, Stephanie's Kitten was fine after her little escapades after her workout, so maybe it's just a sign she's feeling good.
And I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing Lady Eli run out on the West Coast. She's been sensational. I talked with Mike Vesci, who's actually a daily racing form clocker and based here at Belmont throughout the fall, and he said he liked Lady Eli upstate, says she's doing just unbelievable.
And I like his opinion. You know, sometimes you'll hear people say things about a horse, and you go, well, I'll take it with a grain of salt. I happen to respect his opinion a great deal, and I heard the same from him. He thinks she's training sensationally.
All right, Sunday card, 10 races in all. We were fast and good at beautiful Belmont Park. Beautiful sunset right now. We wish the sun would come back out and warm us up here in our third-floor clubhouse studios. But let's get to a wild finish. The 3-horse photo, essentially, in today's featured 9th race, the bowl game, at 1.25 miles on the inner turf.
And Micromanage. Now North Slope moves up down towards the rail. So it's Micromanage and North Slope right together. Grand Rapport in third, and Slumber is fourth in the early going. Then it's a break. 5 or 6 lengths back to the 2 trailers, St. Albans Boy and Sky Blazer. They race into the clubhouse turn. And it is Micromanage on the lead here by a length and a half. And North Slope is running in second. Grand Rapport on the outside of Slumber. The opening quarter mile in 25 and 2 over the good turf. Micromanage is the leader, and North Slope is racing in second. Long shot Grand Rapport on the outside of the favorite Slumber. Then a break of 2.5 lengths to Sky Blazer and St. Albans Boy. So 4 lengths separating the field as they head up the backstretch. Micromanage on the inside leads here by a full length over North Slope. Grand Rapport, Slumber, they remain together, 3rd and 4th. St. Albans Boy is 5th by a head, and Sky Blazer. The half in 52 and 2/5 seconds. They continue along with Micromanage setting the pace here and leading North Slope. Micromanage, 3/4 of a length. North Slope in second. Slumber is down at the rail. Then on the outside is a Grand Rapport. Sky Blazer making a move on the extreme outside. St. Albans Boy is in between horses. They're racing around the far turn. Micromanage, North Slope, and Sky Blazer. It's Micromanage narrowly. On the outside is North Slope. Slumber is now coming on. Slumber now makes his move as the field heads for home. It's Micromanage and North Slope. They're right together. Slumber, and on the outside it's Sky Blazer. North Slope, Micromanage. They continue to run 1-2 here. North Slope on the outside. Micromanage on the inside. Slumber with one last try. They come down for the wire. It is North Slope to win it by a neck. North Slope the winner. Very tight for second. Slumber or Micromanage.
It's taken him a while, but this is a stakes win for North Slope, who battled gamely between horses. I mean, Mig, a horse I thought a year and a half ago might be one of the best 3-year-old turf horses in the country. He's come to hand in his last couple.
You know, he's strung back-to-back wins together now, and I just wonder if you go back to last fall, those were some of his best races. Maybe he's a horse that excels when the weather cools off, things change a little bit. There are horses for different seasons, and it has to give you the impression that he gets good in the fall of the year.
In the Darley Maroon, Kieran McLaughlin, assistant trainer Art Magnuson on the grounds, and he caught up with the MIG moments after winning this 3-horse photo.
Artie, North Slope took a while for him to get his first win of the year, but now he's put together back-to-back wins. What did he do to make you take a shot and put him in the stake?
He's gone through his conditions on the grass. He seems to be improving as the year goes on. He loves the Green Tree facility up north. It's real horse country up there. He's got a special open stall built for him, and they're doing a great job with him, and he's improving. Even the distance today was a question mark. He'd run second earlier in his career. He's improving.
Well, that leads me to the question. He's gelding, and you guys usually don't geld these well-bred colts. What went into that decision?
That was a tough one with this horse. He benefited from it. He really did. He's quirky. He's a nervous, quirky horse, and it's definitely helped him. Yeah, no regrets.
I mean, it seems like he gets good this time of year. He had a couple of good races last October here at Belmont as well.
Yes, I wonder now if he'll head to Palm Meadows and freshen up a little bit. There's still some racing at Aqueduct in the fall. He does get better later in the year. It's getting cooler. He loves it.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thanks, Rich. Thank you.
In the running, I think, annually for one of the good guys around the racetrack, Artie Magnuson.
He's just a terrific person. Somebody I'm proud to call a friend, and he's been with trainer Kieran McLaughlin for an extremely long time. They know each other so well, and he knows Kieran's system. It's a great, great match.
North Slope getting it done. Erod Ortiz Jr. in today's featured bowl game as we stay on the turf and we backtrack. One race on today's card. It is the 8th high-quality allowance. We are on the Widener turf going a mile, and, of course, we send it back to the voice of Belmont Park, John Embriao.
And they all came away to a clean start. Compliance officer is going out for the lead. Live and Joy down towards the inside. As they head for the backstretch, it's Compliance Officer with the lead over Middleburg, and Mills is on the outside. Then Helm, Live and Joy down at the rail. Cabo Cat has one horse beaten, and that is Witch Market, the trailer, in 7th. Compliance Officer on the inside and Mills on the outside. It is Compliance Officer with the lead by a long neck. Mills is second by a length and a half. Middleburg is third by a half with Helm on the outside in 4th. Then Cabo Cat, Live and Joy, and Witch Market. First quarter was run in 24 and 4/5 seconds. It's the veteran compliance officer with the lead here by a full length now over Mills as they start the run into the far turn. Now Mills gets a bit closer. Compliance officer half-length lead. Mills on the outside. And Middleburg, the even money favorite, is just in behind, racing in third. Middleburg about 3 lengths from the lead. Farther back, it is Cabo Cat down on the inside. Live and Joy, then Witch Market, and Helm is now the trailer. Half mile in 49 and 2. Compliance officer and Mills, and on the outside here is a Middleburg who's coming on, and Cabo Cat is still in with a chance. Compliance officer, Middleburg now to the lead. Compliance officer back running in second. On the outside is Cabo Cat, Witch Market with a late try here, but it is Middleburg in front as they come down for the wire, and Middleburg wins it by a length. Witch Market rallies for second. Then a photo between Cabo Cat and Compliance officer.
3 wide, Green Cat. Middleburg found the right field and was able to pull it out at 420.
I have questioned Middleburg's desire to win. It seems like he's been beaten plenty of times in close races. He doesn't look like the easiest horse to ride, but he fell into a perfect trip under Jose Lezcano. And even when he kicked clear in the middle of the stretch, it looked like he was waiting for some company to maybe either make him go on or catch him. I'm not sure, but now he does have 3 victories with 5 seconds.
Well, Witch Market tried to make it pretty close, took a good run, just ran out of turf course today for Gary Contessa. Christoph come on a busy day, tonalist this morning, and in the winner's circle with Middleburg in today's 8th race as we take a little rest on this Sunday edition of Belmont Insider. What a view. Iconic, a jewel of American thoroughbred racing. We're back in just a sec.
Now's the time to sign up for a Naira Rewards account with our new Bet 100, Get 100 bonus. We want to deposit $100 into the accounts of new signups during the Belmont Fall Championship meet. Just enroll, bet $100, and you'll receive $100 in your account the next day. It's that easy. Plus, new signups can access the brand new Naira HD app and watch live streaming races on their smartphones. Sign up today on track or at NairaRewards.com.
We know that tree, we know that paddock, we know that view, we know those iconic arched windows at beautiful Belmont Park. 5 full racing cards remain, and talk about sending it in, taking the rubber band off. We've got that new cross-country daily double. What do you get, Mig, when you link Belmont and Santa Anita together?
2 of the most historic, iconic racetracks partnering up with a cross-country wager. Very cool stuff. And when we look at that tree in the paddock, I always think, how many champions have walked underneath the eaves of that tree? Very, very cool stuff.
Too many to count. Still in the process, of course, of this latest chapter, and it's only down to the last 5 days. Day number 33 this coming Wednesday. Dark the next couple of afternoons at Belmont, but let's get back. Race number 7 on the day. Big field, 2-year-old filly Maidens ringing in the opening leg of the late pick 4. They really went wild on the Jimmy Jerkins Peter Blum entry, the 1 and 1A, who are both sent off at 4 to 5. And I am talking about, because horses have names, Etiquette and Treasure, as we go back to Johnny I.
They're off. Jumalaka from the rail. Stormy Sky is up close, over-prepared on the outside. Races in third. Far outside, Zealous Wildcat, Appealing Miss. Then in between horses, it is a Treasure. Down on the inside, Etiquette is moving up along with Midnight Bounty. Then comes Eloquent Tribute. Mamma Mia Maria is on the outside. Farther back and at the back are Right Decision and Zoetic. The quarter in 22 and 3. Jumalaka by 3/4 of a length over prepared. Then Zealous Wildcat, who is running in third. Treasure is in fourth. Stormy Skies alongside in fifth. Etiquette down on the inside in sixth. Then comes Eloquent Tribute. Far outside, Mamma Mia Maria. Then Right Decision and Midnight Bounty, the half in 46 and 2/5 seconds. And here is Overprepared, who comes away with the lead. Overprepared has a 3-length advantage. Treasure is in second. On the outside is Eloquent Tribute. It's Overprepared, and she's going to break her maiden in her debut race. Overprepared, a 4-length winner. Very close for second between Eloquent Tribute and Treasure.
very professional effort, speedy effort, that typical outside Todd Pletcher 2-year-old run from the number 9, Overprepared.
And Overprepared was very well prepared, as she, like you said, looked professional, did everything she needed to do. The only surprise in this race to me was how you got 7-2 on a Todd Pletcher first-time starter, a $310,000 yearling purchase.
By Quality Road, $960 to win, $560 to place. The entry there, I mean, the 1A Treasure salvaged the show spot for the bettors, outgamed in that place photo behind the 7 Eloquent Tribute, but the day belonged, or at least race 7 belonged to Mike Rapoli, Todd Pletcher, and John Velasquez, and certainly a fun outfit to root for with the family and his roots growing up in Middle Village, not far from Belmont.
Well, I appreciate that so much because they get everybody involved and you can feel the excitement level, and I think that's what racing's supposed to be. Everybody kind of get pumped up for it and really enjoy the entire scene.
We talked about that on the Racing Report with Ostrolenko, with Eric Fine, who won the Sleepy Hollow. More on that in a few moments. Let's get back, a few other highlights. In fact, we'll take a look at the bulk of this Sunday card going back to Johnny I.
10 items or less. Who has the lead with a quarter of a mile to the finish? Awakino Cat. On the outside, it's Volastic. The half in 46 seconds. 10 items or less in front, but the lead is down to 3 lengths. Volastic. Here comes Social Soul on the outside. Awakino Cat back and forth, and Glory Game. 10 items or less, still there. Social Soul ranges up on the outside, and here is Social Soul to win it at the end. Social Soul defeats 10 items or less. Volastic was Colanito is 5th as the field comes off the turn and enters the stretch. Captain Keon trying to go wire to wire here. Captain Keon with something left, now in front again by 4 lengths. On the outside, Double Whammy is now coming on. It's Captain Keon trying to hold off Double Whammy. Double Whammy on the outside. Captain Keon towards the rail. It's going to be Double Whammy. Captain Keon finishes second. And Pisco Bliss was Flats with the lead. Piccolo Flats has opened up here. Piccolo Flats with a 4-length lead. Shades of Indigo continues to gain on the outside, is now in second. Farther back, All Love Me and Literata. Piccolo Flats with a 3.5-length lead over Shades of Indigo. The others are far back. Piccolo Flats in front, and it will be Piccolo Flats to win by almost 3 at the end. Shades of Indigo was second. A huge break back to All Love Me and Cobblestone. Tumania has now dropped out of it. It's All In Fun with the lead over Dukas. All In Fun in front by 2. Dukas in second. On the outside is Strict Compliance. Then it's Mozambique Gold. Far outside is Seeking. All In Fun has the lead with Strict Compliance on the outside. All In Fun, Strict Compliance, All In Fun holds on by a head. Strict Compliance was second. Seeking rallied for third. Mozambique Gold in behind horses. Thomas Hill swings to the outside. The half mile in 46 and 2/5 seconds there in the stretch. Mishmash, Ziptronic, Is in Love Just Grand. Thomas Hill on the extreme outside. Here's Thomas Hill with Is in Love Just Grand. The two of them are heads apart. Newbin Ridge putting in a late try. They're coming down for the wire. Is in Love Just Grand and Thomas Hill. Photo finish. Noses apart on the line. Very tight. Thomas Hill or Is in Love Just comes for the top of the stretch. It's Willow You and Milky Your Way resolutely in between horses. On the far outside is Funky Monkey Fever, and Keen Katana is coming on. Way on the outside, Funky Monkey Fever. Keen Katana. It's Keen Katana and Funky Monkey Fever as they come for the wire. It's going to be a tight photo. Too tight to call. Funky Monkey Fever or Keen Katana. Noses up.
Close one in the last. Nobody alive going into the pick 6, into the nightcap. We'll have a carryover into Wednesday's card. Junior Alvarado, Funky Monkey Fever, a big winner's circle celebration with trainer David Donkin, Funky Monkey Stable. And there was also a big celebration, Mig, race number 3. And you want to talk about athletic an acrobat here. I mean, talk about the move here in deep stretch with the 6 Kate is a 10.
Kate is a 10, spots the mirror image about 3 strides before the wire, and she takes off and leaps it. But I think this shot does it much more justice, Jason. You're going to pay particularly close attention to her ears as she's getting. And you can see Naven Mangalese riding her hard, giving her a terrific ride up to this point, and she's going to spot it even before he does. But a horse's ears are like radar. When they point in a certain direction, they're picking up something, and you're going to see her pick up that mirror image that kind of reflected off the ground.
Yep.
And she thinks to her it's something she has to jump. And right in here, her ears are going to start coming up. And you're going to really see right
there. You go,
there, they're
right there.
straight forward, and now she's going to take off like she's taking a 6-foot fence. And he did a great job just to stay in the middle of her. And maybe next year, Joe Parker, who just got his 2nd win of this past week here at Belmont Park, maybe he has to try her over fences in Saratoga.
I was going to say, looks like the early favorite for the New York Turf Riders upstate at the Spa, but a good job all around with the connections of the 6 Kate is at 10. Many smiling faces there at 2-1 in the winner's circle for race number 3. Claims on the afternoon. We shall see if anybody was claimed out of the 3rd race. Those in the wake of the number 6 Kate is at 10. Nope, was not the case. 1-1 out of race number 1.
Yeah, and a shake for a Joaquino cat. David Jacobson actually had both ends of that double, and he took one home as well.
Absolutely. The old 9-year-old, he does well with those older geldings. More of a turf sprinter, but a horse that's run okay in the past on the dirt. Perhaps we'll see him next at South Ozone Park, and we'll see all of you next right here on Belmont Insider. The home stretch edition is coming up.
Now's the time to sign up for a Naira Rewards account with our new Bet 100, Get 100 bonus. We want to deposit $100 into the accounts of new signups during the Belmont Fall Championship meet. Just enroll, bet $100, and you'll receive $100 in your account the next day. It's that easy. Plus, new signups can access the brand new Naira HD app and watch live streaming races on their smartphones. Sign up today on track or at NairaRewards.com.
Back at Belmont Park, excited for this closing week. Looking forward to getting over to the Big A, but we'll soak up the action beginning Wednesday with the Pick 6 carryover. Monday and Tuesday, well, the Thoroughbred Racing coverage on MSG Plus comes alive. Taris, the winner, and boy, oh boy, an impressive winner. Saturday's Raven Run Stakes at Keeneland. That race will be highlighted along with the Empire Showcase Day card. All that and more on the Racing Report with Andy. And she, I think, and I think you agree, will get the prize for the weekend's most impressive winner.
Yeah, I think that was a Taris de force, her win at Keeneland. The way
Very
she
nice.
destroyed that field, and a really deep field as well. I'm very happy for Clinton Potts, a guy who doesn't get too many opportunities on the big stage, but certainly made the most of this one.
A 110 buyer, 7/8 and 121-1, but her connections trainer Todd Beattie coming out and saying no way, no Breeders' Cup filly and mare sprint with that 2-week turnaround. Maybe we'll see her over the inner track. I mean, he's a guy that historically has shipped up during the cold winter months.
Yeah, you could see that happening for sure, or maybe even the winter time. The Barbara Fritchie maybe as her main goal, because he does run a lot of horses down in Maryland.
Did a heck of a job with the Fabulous Strike. As we get on to the weekend's top performers, a short week at Belmont. We ran Columbus Day, so just a 4-day live racing week. We had some off-the-turf days, so it really is all about what happened here Saturday, and Ostrolenka is where we're going first. A professional win in the Sleepy Hollow.
A very professional win. Obviously, he wasn't as eye-catching as maiden performance, but there was a lot to like from a professional standpoint. A young horse to stalk from the inside and not be intimidated and power home the way he did. I thought this just pointed out his quality. Obviously, he has ability, but this pointed out his quality.
Well, speaking of quality, how about the Grade 1 winning Gray on the lead in the Ticonderoga Discreet Mark?
Discreet Mark going over the $1 million mark in earnings, which nowadays doesn't seem like such a big deal. I can remember a not too distant past where it was a huge deal for a horse to go over $1 million, but she's been an ultra consistent performer for Christophe Clement and the Generazio family, and gotten in with a bunch of New York breds and handled them quite readily.
Yep. Now, readily was not the case with FNX. It was pretty close and desperate over So Lonesome, but a perfect ride from Angel Arroyo and a wild, tight finish in the Empire Classic.
Yeah, tremendous finish here. And both riders, Jose Lascano on the lead horse, So Lonesome, did everything right. FNX got the perfect trip. Third start for Jimmy Jerkins, who's certainly added the blinkers and got him in good form. But I thought Angel Arroyo's perfect ride led to the victory.
25-year-old native of Panama. He is the week's hot jockey. 3-bagger here on Empire Showcase Day on a huge day in front of a big crowd, 2 stakes wins. What does that do for a guy like him going forward?
Well, it does a lot for his confidence, obviously, but also I think it opens up trainers' eyes to have a day like that when we had a big crowd, a lot of the owners here, a lot of the breeders. It says, hey, I'm here, I'm serious, I'm here to stay, and I think it's going to lead to more opportunities for him.
What are some of his attributes?
Well, I think one thing for sure is how strong he finishes. Angel Arroyo is one of the stronger finishers around right now, and I also think he's a guy who puts horses in the races. He's aggressive.
All right, absolutely, and he'll certainly make some noise over at the Big A. And just we want to be clear here, he definitely won the Mohawk there with Carafa, and a nice turf horsing with Tim Hills on Saturday. But taking a look, Javier Castellano, 38 wins down to the last 5 cards.
Yeah, give Javier Castellano a 5-length lead and 5 racing days, and he's going to be awfully tough to catch, even with the likes of Irad Ortiz and Joe Rosario chasing him.
All right, Cornelia Velasquez, an early double sweep as we talk about the week's hot trainer, Linda Rice. Palace workout Saturday morning, in the winner's circle later in the day with the Iroquois and La Verdad.
La Verdad running her record, I should say, to 10 wins out of 15 starts. Ultra consistent performer, and Linda Rice has had her in that top peak condition for the entire season.
14th nationally in money won, Linda is, with $4.6 million in the bank. We'd like to see that increase. Breeders' Cup Day in the sprint with Palace, but Chad Brown in the meantime, 25 wins atop the standings.
What I'm so impressed with is Chad Brown has been able to keep his stable running at this top level for so long. Usually you'll see a trainer have a great meet, and then there's a little bit of a lull. Maybe the horses are a little tired or they run out of conditions. Not the case with Chad Brown. He's been ultra consistent all year.
Well, we get back in action once again with a 9-race card, $12.50 on the final Wednesday card. Who to look for? Money, money, money up for grabs. No better person to bring in than Andy Serling as we send it over to him.
Thanks a lot, guys. A little chilly here at Belmont Park, but looking forward to closing week. The 3rd race on Wednesday's card, a race schedule for the dirt. As always, there's a little bit of showers in the area, so we'll look for dirt races, but this is one I like. I like the 2 Shinnecock Bay, and what's a very dangerous maiden race, as there are a number of interesting horses in here, but Shinnecock Bay is the kind of horse I have to bet on. He was way against the track at Saratoga on closing day, a day and a period you wanted to have speed, you wanted to be inside. He had none of them. He had trouble in the beginning of the race. He was wide and chasing, and I think his 3rd place finish is a lot better than it looks, especially when you consider the first 2 finishers were both inside trip horses. Shinnecock Bay may have thought he was a turf horse. I think he's a dirt horse based in his last race, and I believe he's getting the money in the 3rd race on Wednesday as we head back to Jason and Richie.
Shinnecock Bay, Tom Albatrani, the trainer of that one, and he's got a few horses for the Breeders' Cup. Breeze Better Lucky this morning, and 3 Alarm Fire actually had a workout today as well.
Yeah, Tommy seemed to really come on through Saratoga the second half of the year, and if you're going to get hot, what better time than heading towards Breeders' Cup?
All right, down to the final 5. That's the magic number heading to this Wednesday opener with the first race post of $12.50. One more look. What an athlete here. Kate is a 10. We give her a 10 for that landing. Joe Parker, 2 wins on the day. He gets honorable mention for Hot Trainer of the Week. The Mig and me, we'd love to hang out, but the buzzer has sounded. The Racing Report, we'll see you back here on Wednesday.
Now's the time to sign up for a Naira Rewards account with our new Bet 100, Get 100 bonus. We want to deposit $100 into the accounts of new signups during the Belmont Fall Championship meet. Just enroll, bet $100, and you'll receive $100 in your account the next day. It's that easy. Plus, new signups can access the brand new Naira HD app and watch live streaming races on their smartphones. Sign up today on track or at NairaRewards.com.